Hello everybody. Welcome to this live stream today. Today we are going to be making an insert card together using my Cricut Joy machine. Now there are many who want to do this but may not have access to the Cricut brand insert card setups that you already have. Let me just show you. So you get these packages, okay? These are insert card setups. Actually they have a set of an insert, a card and an envelope. Okay, so I'll just show you what is included. So these are the insert card sets, and then there are cutaway card sets that you can get from the store, so from the Cricut store or from Amazon. And let me show you what is included in these. So these are the insert cards that you get. This one is closed. Let me just show you this one. So this is how you get an insert card set. Okay, so you have these as inserts. Okay, then you have the cards itself. So these are the cards, and then you have the envelopes. So this is the set that you get when you purchase these insert cards, and these can also be used with your Cricut Maker or Explore machines. You also get Cricut mats, card mats for those machines as well, also with your Cricut Joy extra machines. Now if you don't have access to these ones, I'll just show you manually how you can create these. And for today we will be making something all from scratch. So I'll just keep this away. And I will take this out. Now, first things, we should always be sure that we should use card and insert which are high in contrast. Okay, so if you have something black, go with something bright which goes inside. Now I'm going to be making an A2 sized card, and A2 by US dimensions means a 5.5 inches in width, in height, and 4.25 inches in width. Okay, so how we are going to achieve this is that I'm just going to trim this at 5.5 like this, and then this has to be 4.25. Okay, I'm not going to trim it, I just want to make a mark over here so that I know this is the fold line, and then I will just fold on the fold line like this, and I can trim it at 4.25 so that I get a straight line. So this is what my card would look like. Okay, and for the insert I will trim this at 4 inches by 5.25 inches. So since this will go inside the card, so 4 inches, so it's 1/4 inches lesser than the size of the card. 4 inches and 5.25 inches. So this is the piece that will go inside this card. Okay, now I'll keep the rest away. Next, I will take you to Cricut design space where I will show you how I will plan this card out. Let me also show you that we have the mat over here. Now let me just check if anybody is here watching me. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so this is the Cricut Joy card mat, and it is made in such a way that you can insert a card over here and you're able to work on the upper surface of the card, even cut the outer surface of the card without touching the inside part. Okay, and then there are Cricut pens available to you, which include the Cricut Joy pen, which comes along with the Cricut Joy machine. Then there are other pens that you can purchase. This is the Cricut Joy fine point pen. Then there are Cricut metallic markers. There are also some Cricut Joy gel pens, and there are Cricut watercolor markers. All these can be used along with your Cricut Joy machine. These can also work with Cricut Joy Extra. And let me just check if my stream is going well. Has it stopped working? Is it working? If you're able to see me, please let me know. If you are not, I apologize, and I might reconnect. If you're there, you can be there. I'll be there for you. Okay, so I think I lost connection in between, so I'll just go through it again. So what I did is I made this card. Okay, so it is 5.5 inches and over here 8.5 inches. So I have folded it like this, and this is the insert that will go inside, and this is 4 inches by 5.25 inches. I have made sure this is high in contrast in comparison with the background. Okay, and these are the pens that are available, and this is the Cricut Joy card mat. Next, I will take you to Cricut Design Space, and here we are going to plan our card. Now, we have to make sure that with these insert cards, whatever inside pieces we have, they should be stencils, because if you have text that has, like, if it's an A, okay, so it has an inner piece that needs to be cut out. If you cut that out, excuse me, then you will be left with a path that is empty inside. Okay, so that is why you choose text that is stencil. So let me just show you. I have some things already designed. So I will just choose some text that I can directly use from what I have designed. So maybe this one, because today is Holi. So I'll just add this one and click view, and from here I will just remove this part, delete, and this one delete. So I have this part. Okay, this can easily be cut. Now I would like to plan my card. For this I will just use this square. I will click on this lock icon so that the constraints, the proportions are not constrained. And then I'm going to write 4.25 over here in width and 5.5 over here in height. Okay, so this will give me the exact size of the card that I want to work with. Now I'll press Ctrl Shift and open bracket, the square bracket. That will take it to the back. Okay, now I can plan it. I can actually resize it a little bit like this. Bring it over here. Okay, and now since the text over here is already stenciled, because I have created it like that, if you have text that is not stenciled, you make sure that if there is an O like this, I'll just show you how you do that. Okay, so if you have text in which you have O like this, what you do is go to advanced and ungroup to letters. Since it's a single letter, it will not do that. So what I'll do is I'll go to shapes and select a shape like a square, then click over here, make the proportions unconstrained, and then I will make it small like this. And then what I'll do is I'll subtract this part from this O. Okay, I'll combine and subtract. So when I do that, now you see that it has turned into a path that has a stenciled appearance. That means when I'll cut this, the inner part will be attached to the sheet of the paper. So I will still be able to see the O, just like you see O over here in Holi. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll just check the stream if it's running fine. Looks like it's running fine over here. On my YouTube channel also it's running fine. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so continuing. Now we have this ready. So this will be cut from the black cardstock. Okay, but how will I insert the part that is the golden one which will go inside? So for that I will have to cut corners. Okay, so there are already existing corners that you can use. Okay, if you're not going to use them, I'm going to show you how to create your own corners. Okay, so for the insert I would like to create another shape, which would be, again, I'm going to unlock it. and change it to 4 by 5.25 inches. Okay, and I'm going to change its color to yellow just so that I can see it well. Now this entire shape will be behind this, okay, and there will be corners cut on the sides from which I will insert this. Okay, so those corners will be cut on the black piece. So I'll just choose a shape like I like this one, but since it's added with a subscription, I'll just choose something that's already available. So this one is nice, I'll just use this one. Okay, then I'm going to right click and undo it. So I'll just right click and still there's no option. So anyways, I can just choose a square and unconstrain it and make it like this. Okay, very thin. And then I'm going to change it and rotate it like this. Okay, so this is what it would look like. Just going to bring it like this so that this entire sheet, this corner can go through this slit that I'm going to cut. Okay, and this is not a slit, this is a slot. Now once that is done, I'm going to press Alt and drag it right over here. Okay, and when I do that, I will get this. Now I'll select this one and this one. Did I move them both? Yes, I did. I'm going to select them from the layers panel, this one and this one. I'm going to group them and I'm going to copy them. I'm going to paste them and then I'm going to flip them horizontally and then bring them here. Then I'm going to select these two along with the yellow square and align them to the center. Now I have this ready. I'll select these two and combine and unite. So I have this piece that I can still play with because I have only united it. And then I'll change the color to white and then bring it over here to see if it can be cut from here. So again, align and center, but I see that it's too wide and it might end up cutting the paper itself. So I'll just bring it over here and I'll just combine and undo unite, remove one group, again ungroup this. I might make it thinner. Okay, just bring it over here and a little longer maybe. So I made it a little bit thinner and longer. This should work. I'm going to remove this one and I'm going to press Alt and bring it over here where I see it would go through completely from the corner that I've just cut. When I find that place, I'll just let it be there and then I'll select these two and group again, copy and paste again. From here I'll flip them again, then select 1, 2 and 3 and then align and center again. And now I have it ready. I'll select these two, combine and unite and then bring them here. And now they are a little bit in the center. So I'll select everything, align and center. Okay, so I can now hide this piece. I don't need it anymore. And this entire setup I need to be using to cut through my black cardstock. So what I'll do is I will remove this one also because I don't need this. I'll select everything and click attach. So this entire thing will be cut from my black cardstock. Next, I'm going to select my machine, that is Cricut Joy, and I'm going to click make. And I'll say save. And click and write happy, holy, and my name, shared projects, save. Okay, now it has already placed the card where it thinks would be precisely where needed. Now I'll change the material to be on card mat. So when I do that, it has now placed it where it is required to be on the card mat, considering it's going to be a card. Since I can still move its position, I'll make sure it's in the center so that when it cuts, it's not cutting it outside the bounds of the card. So I know that in my Cricut card mat, there is a slot from where I can insert the back side of the card. And I'll just center it so that it will be right at the center of the card. Okay. Next, I'm going to click continue. It's going to connect to the machine. I'll just check if I have any questions from anybody. Again, I'll go back to the design space, and over here I'm going to select heavy cardstock. This is just to be sure that it cuts all the way through. Pressure default. You know what? I can even choose to have an outline, a colored outline if I want. But for today, I will just let it be and just cut. Okay. So next, it would want me to prepare the mat and the machine. So that's what I'll do. I'll take you to the table. Okay. And over here, I'm going to open the table. And here is my card. I'm going to remove the protective sheet. Open it like this. And insert it all the way in, making sure that it is completely against the top end of the card. Top end of the card mat. Okay. And then close. Next, I'm going to use my brayer. And I did that. And next, I'm going to insert it. Next, I'm going to find my Cricut Joy blade. Insert it and close it. And I'll take you back to design space, which is ready to get started. I'm going to press, I'll just let the pressure be more just to be safe, and press go. And now it will start cutting. I'll take you to the table. This is going to be a quick project. Let me just move it like this so that you can see it well. So it has just cut the corners. And I think I moved it away. I should have just let it be where Cricut wanted it to be. So I moved it a little bit too far to the right, so the edges are cut on the card itself. So by the time it does that, here I have my insert piece. I can actually go ahead and use some alcohol ink on it to make it colorful over here. Okay, I've done that previously, and let me show you this one. In this one, I had colored it with the orange alcohol ink and green alcohol ink, and then I had also used some blending solution to blend it, if you can see. It's really beautiful in real life. This one I have debossed with some alcohol ink on top. So this entire month I've been making one video every single day. I missed some days prior to today, so I will try to make up for them. But I would like to show you that I have done a lot of projects all this while. I have also showed you how to use any pen with your Cricut Joy machine. That was the first video that I done in the series. I have also showed you how to use the foiling tip. I have showed you how to use hot foiling with Cricut Joy, debossing with Cricut Joy. I have also covered Cricut Maker machine, how to deboss, how to engrave, and how to use hot foiling with Cricut Maker machine. So I have made an entire playlist. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can hop onto my YouTube channel, because there I have an entire playlist including everything. And since I moved it a little bit away, all the corners are off cut, so I am not happy about that, but in general it works. But since I moved it myself, I shouldn't have moved it. Anyways, I'll let you see over here. Okay, so always a good idea to find out if it's cut through or not. It is cut through over here. I'll take it to Cricut Design Space, where I'll click Unload, and then take you to the table. Okay, we'll move to the side. So now I can take it off. All this comes off very easily. This is where you insert your insert corners like this. If they are properly cut, they go well. So obviously this one is not cut well, but you see that I moved it. If you remember, on the Cricut mat that it showed me, I had moved it. If I had not moved it, it was already in the right place. So please know that it was in the right place. Okay. So this is how your insert card will look. It's important that all these pieces are still attached. So that is where insert cards are helpful. But if you have cutaways can also work with internal pieces not being attached like this. Because in this, the internal piece is attached, you see, over here. If it's not attached, if it's a simple text wherein the inside pieces are not attached, in that case, you can use cutaway cards. Cutaway cards have a backing that is sticky, so the entire thing is properly stuck. So I'll show you that next. Okay, so this is how an insert card looks and works, and I showed you how to make one all by yourself. I hope this video was helpful and you learned something from it. Please give this video a like if you think it was beneficial to you, and also subscribe. I have a lot of content coming up next. Thank you so much for watching. You have a happy Holi.